Good morning, my APR back. Here's the plan. Swimming pool, tiling, building up the ridge around the edge, maybe other things. Upstairs in the house, plastering. Maybe some more door frames going in, although I think most are now done. More conduit, chipping out. Not sure what else. Up on top of the house, roofing continues. And today's the day. We will be launching the When Will the Roof Be Finished competition. I'll go through what I believe to be the steps involved in building this roof, based on a conversation I've had with the builder this morning. I'll give you his estimate of when it will be finished, and then it's down to you guys. We'll leave the competition open for a little bit in case any of you builder types tell me that we've missed something substantial or that the builder's estimate, for whatever reason, is completely out of whack. So you can enter immediately, or you can hang on and see what kind of comments we get in over the next couple of days. But we're launching. I will need from one of you a brilliant idea for a prize for the winner. It can be any cost. There's no limit. There's a limit of $1. Can't cost me any more than that. I'll go to 150. Give me your thoughts. What is the prize? What could possibly go wrong? We'll start at the pool. So, at the moment, tiling and building up this ridge around the top edge. I don't know whether anything else will be going on today. There's still a long way to go on that ridge. There's still a lot of tiles to put on. It may be that that's what they focused all of the day on. We will see. Right, in the entrance hall, Marvin on plastering and, well, at the moment, smoothing duty here at the left side on the entrance hall. And take your dizzy pills. Richard working on the wall above the stairs. The roofing guys getting on with welding. So, as I said, we'll come back to the process. One of the questions I had was, what's the angle on this roof? I haven't worked it out yet. I do now know that from the front of the house, excluding the extra bit we did for the balcony over the master bedroom, the drop in elevation is 65 centimetres. So now I've got to go and try and figure something out based on the distance that that traverses. I'll come back on that. Here we go. Roofing. I can't call this roofing 101 because that would imply I've got some knowledge, and as we know, I have none. So this is all taken from a list. But basically, what they've been working on so far are the half trusses, which are the kind of triangular bits of metal that you've seen that go from the front of the house to the back of the house, or back to the front if you prefer. That's what they've been predominantly putting into place so far. Following that, they will be adding C purlins. Yes, I had to look it up. Purlins, kind of a metal beam. Why letter C? Well, because they're shaped like a letter C. And purlins seem to have multiple spellings. I've found at least 5 so far. But P-U-R-L-I-N-S seems to be the major one now. That's the next step. Primer. They will put primer onto all of those half trusses that are in place. And then fascias, or fascia boards, I think. And then they will weld everything that they haven't welded already. I think they've called it pull welding. I don't know if that's a phrase that you will recognise. I don't. But that's what the builder called it, pull welding, and that's all over the place. Then, at the front of the house, where the roof is elevated, they will fill in the gap with concrete hollow block. Once that's done and attached, insulation. inside. Not sure yet what thickness of insulation they're going to use. I think I've seen on other builds that the ideal is a minimum of 10 centimeters, and yeah, the more we can put in, the more cool or hot air we can trap, hopefully cool. Then they will add the actual roof material, which will be metal strips, ribbed is the term the builder used. Haven't seen any renderings of that yet, so we'll have to wait and see. There is a question for you guys. He has seen somewhere that if you use white for that roofing, it will be better at deflecting sunlight and keeping the whole thing cooler. Builders, do you have any experience of this? Then, gutters, and just to repeat, we are not putting hidden gutters in, which are increasingly common here, and I've seen work really, really well. We just decided there is a slight risk that at some point there could be problems with those hidden gutters, and because they're hidden, they're less accessible. Other people have done it very, very well. We just didn't feel it was for us. And then flashing. And I did explain to the builder what flashing might mean in the UK. Very, very different meaning. But in the building area, flashing is the last step. So, all of this, the builder has said, he estimates they will finish everything in 6 weeks. We are about half a week into that 6 weeks. If I've calculated it right, 6 weeks would mean build day 158 for us, 158. So effectively, that's his guess. He's the first one on the board. Now, open season. As I mentioned, you can put an entry in now, and then if you feel like you want to change it in a couple of days, that's no problem. If you want to just wait and see what kind of reaction we get to this, where builders come along and tell me what a complete idiot I've been because I've missed out something enormous that's going to take another month, well, you can do that. You can wait. Let me know. Up to you. Please, builders, send me comments if you do think I've missed anything, or if you think that 6 weeks is quite honestly utterly ridiculous, either because it'll be done in 2, which I suspect you won't be saying that, or because it will take 10 or 12 or 20. I pass it to your knowledge. It's 3 o'clock. Guys are taking a 15-minute break with a well-earned soda. They have completed At least as far as I can tell, they've completed the outside rim. That's all built up. They have done a bit more tiling. Not a massive amount, but a bit more. My beautiful Asawa and I now have to do a bit of a trip to try and find some tiles for the floor, because she's not particularly happy with continuing the same pattern everywhere. And the other ones that the builder has, she believes they're a bit too slippery slidey, so we want to find something with a tiny bit of texture to it to use on the floor. Upstairs at the staircase, both sides now plastered down to the level of the beam. The bedroom at the back, in the middle. That wall is newly plastered. Nothing else inside that bathroom yet. Well, I don't think there is, but I can't get in there. Middle bedroom at the front. I think the bottom part of this wall is new today. And a start on this back wall. Front bedroom, north side. New plastering here. Back bedroom, north side. The wall on the left and the wall at the far end, that's new as well. Up on the roof, more and more beams going in. The cross beams, the half trusses, the ones with the triangular bits, I did work out, no, I was told that they are roughly 2 meters apart, the spacing one between the other. And after some huge mental mathematics, aka get onto Google and put in a couple of numbers and it spits out the answer, the angle of this roof going from back to front, the elevation comes down at about 2.6%. So, not quite flat, but fairly close. Hopefully enough to carry away sudden surges in rainwater. So at 3:11, I seek your forgiveness. We're ducking out early. Gonna go off and see some friends. Talk a little bit about solar, because they've had solar installed, and it's actually by the same guy that one of the people that we've been talking to, who is actually also going to be there. So it might be an opportunity to follow up on that a little bit more. And maybe we'll have a quiet drink from their very elevated, beautiful house in the area called a riot, which is, if you are at all familiar with Philippine volcanoes, a riot is the closest one to us. But it has been dormant for all of recorded history. So, that's the end of the day. Plastering, pool stuff, roof stuff. It's all going on here. And that competition, by the way, I did say you can keep your powder dry, don't enter yet. Give yourself a couple of days to listen to comments. Don't do that, I changed my mind. Stick a number in, any number. Put a number in, because YouTube likes the comments and it helps me. Please be warned, if you just put a number in, I'm just going to reply with a thumbs up or a smiley face or something. So if you've got anything else to add, put it in a separate comment, but put a number in and I will respond with something equally brief. And then we'll come back tomorrow and see if the builder types have made any comments that we can use as more guidelines on when this roof will be done. See you tomorrow.